Let's fight! Let's fight, guys. Let's fight. Let's fight. Let's fight. Let's fight. Let's fight. Fired up and ready to go. We are fired up, folks, and ready to go wherever you guys are joining us from. Let's fight, guys. Make sure that you share the live stream, guys, and smash that emoji button as well. We're off a tad late. I'm tad bit under the weather, but we haven't go at it. Nonetheless, guys, really great to have you folks here with us. Wherever from around the world you lovely folks are joining us from this evening, welcome in the ring to each and every one of you guys. We trust you've had a fantastic weekend. We trust that you guys are fired up and you are as ready to go as we are at our end. Pace and power. I see so many of you joining us. The word for tonight is Goldie. Y'all know what we're talking about. Pace and power. Hashtag. And we leave that one right there. No further, guys. Share the live stream and smash that emoji. But we apologize for the late start. As I said, I'm far below the weather, but we're powering through, guys. Nonetheless, boots on the ground when you got a war to fight. In health, in sickness, you got to keep going, guys. And that's precisely what we're doing at our end this evening. Pace and power to you folks. We are ensuring that we are shared at all the right places. And we trust that you guys make sure, as well as your end, send us to your pages, send us to your profiles, send us to Instagram, send us to your WhatsApp chat as well, guys. So glad to have each and every one of you here with us. We had a fantastic weekend. We were off from the podcast, but for good cause, guys. One day was our internal party elections. The next day was a rest day. We were too tired and too broken up to do anything. And I'm happy that you folks are here with us. Welcome in the ring. Whichever page you're joining us from this evening, whichever profile you're joining us from, whichever social media platform you guys are joining us from, good to have all of you in the ring with us. We will have it no other way, guys. Pace and power. We started beating the bell. It has gone apart. So we're going to leave that right there. Let's see if we can get one of the guys to help us to bring it back. Pace and power. We're going to try to see if one of the guys are going to help us to fix it. Please and thank you. Pace, and power. Perhaps give us the other. We always got a spare bell now, so maybe we can get that. Pace and power. Boots on the ground, folks. Way back along. Good to have you guys here with us. Who we have here with us tonight, guys? We got stopping by. We talking about that Quindon, Mr. Quindon issue, the shooting of that young man. We're going to be talking about that. Pace and power, folks. Share the damn live stream, folks, and smash that emoji button. We're going to be talking about the Quindon Bacchus affair, young man who was shot 6 times by a rank of the Ghana police force. We're going to be talking about that issue, folks, and we're so happy that you guys are here with us. We are so very happy that you folks are here with us. Pace and power, guys. Boots on the ground. We're fired up at our end. We tell you guys, and we are ready to go wherever you folks are joining us from. Pace and power. Pace and power, guys. Pace and power, folks. Pace and power. Pace and power. There's another bell somewhere here. The guys are going to help us to locate it. Maybe we find it. Maybe they repair this one quick enough for us. Folks, anything that can go wrong will, and at the worst possible time. But we're fired up nonetheless, guys, and we are ready to go. We trust that you guys are as well. We're going to be talking about that Quindon Bacchus affair, guys. So happy you are here with us. So happy that you are here. We are a tad bit late this evening. We are so happy that you folks are here. Who we got on the fight card tonight? Who we got in the ring, in the Coliseum, in the arena? Front row, front and center, Sterling Juice. At times we go to see Roxanne Jacobson, Carol Hudson, Alia Waldron. Good to see you, Alia Waldron. Let's go, Glenford Gordon, Volmo Wilson. I see Kurt Heidecken is here, and Nicola Best is here as well. I see Don Barnes here as well. It's Spontaneous Carol is here. Nadia Seafood is here as well. Apologies, folks. If the weather is like this, I am far below the weather this evening health-wise. But we're fighting on, folks. Like the good soldiers we are. We are fighting on, guys. Pace and Power, Paul Bourne. Good to have you here. Claudette Harry, good to have you here. Jenny's Booker, good to have you here. David Wood, Penelope Hudson, and Glenford Gordon. Mona Moses, good to have you. Kenrick, is it McIntosh? Good to have you. Paul Bourne and Ronald Warren. I think the guys have the bell repaired for us. Thank you so much. You guys are so great. Pace and Power, folks. There we are. There we are. There we are. Pace and Power. Love that. Pace and Power. Pace and Power all the way. Orindon Cook and Cecilia. Jackie Gale. Marty Gasco. Here's the trick. Ghana. Vincent. Howard King. Good to have you, beautiful, lovely, peace-loving, uncontroversial folks with us. Nicola Bess, Royce and Melville, and Sandra Davis. Again, the Facebook user, what a name. Facebook users, I always think, like Quindon Bacchus and Gershon. Folks, we are fired up at this end, and we are ready to go wherever you guys are joining us from this evening. Welcome in the ring. Pace and Power. Share the live stream, guys, and smash the emoji button as well. Smash the emoji button for us. Wish there was a camera there and one. So good to have you folks. Ray McKenzie, Talbot, Joylin Cook, Bernard Duncan, good to see you. Julian Williams and Sugar Anthony. Guys, welcome in the ring. Wherever you folks are joining us from around the world. Welcome. Tonight, yeah. I feel like we're going to lift my hands on. Guys, good to have you folks here. Trust you guys have had a fantastic weekend. Respect and manners. That's where we started the broadcast from this evening, guys. Respect and manners. And tonight we reflect on a son who is in the diaspora. Who is in the diaspora working hard. A son who is in the diaspora working hard this evening. And that is part of our focus tonight. And if you bear with us just a second, we should have that one up for you in just a second, guys. Pace and Power, boots on the ground, of course. Boots on the ground, pace and power. And we're going to hold for that. Maybe it's not ready as yet. We're going to hold for that. Maybe it's not ready just as yet. But guys, share the live stream, guys, and smash that emoji button for us. Smash that emoji button for us, guys. We know you have it no other way. We're happy, so happy that each and every one of you guys, you are in the ring with us this evening. We are so happy about that. And we may just have to take this first installment we want to have for you. We might just have to take it last. But that being said, folks, nonetheless, we're plowing through, folks. We are plowing through. Pace and power. We're moving on down, getting on down, folks. And here we go. We're gonna just jump past that one, and we're gonna come back to it in due course, guys. We are focusing in this segment, folks, on a guy who is doing extraordinarily well in the diaspora, and we're gonna circle back to this one, folks. We are going to circle right back to that one in just a few. But signs of the times, folks. Let's pick it up from this end. Signs of the times. Pick it up from this end, folks, and we're so happy that you folks are here with us. Pick it up from this end. Signs of the times, folks. Things getting a little rough. Things getting a little tight. What are we talking about? Here's what we're talking about. Yep. Just overnight, folks, over the weekend, we saw this. This is Robb Street. A lamppost just fell into Robb Street just up. Now, folks, this lamppost is housed in the compound of Republic Bank Camp and Robb Streets. Republic Bank compound. This lamppost is in the compound, and over the weekend it just gave way. Don't know if it's because of the high winds and that little scattered thunderstorm we had happening over the weekend. But thankfully, even though the lamppost fell on this car, we are so thankful and we are so grateful that there were no injuries to anybody, any person that was reported. We are so grateful for that, because this could have gone so wrong in so many ways. We are so grateful that there were no injuries, folks, to life and limb. As you know, this country going to put on the bird. You all know how it's going. That's what's happening on that front. You know, thank you, Lucky Stars. Nobody was injured here. We got to thank the Father for that. Moving on to fight, guys. Moving on. Them boys. Y'all know how it go. You all know how it go when we talking about them boys. You know how it is. Folks, the Deponate. We got to tell you more than that. The Deponate. Jordan Cook, not so, and Mark Torres, and Guilford Gordon, Siobhan Fraser, and Yvonne Dale. It's spontaneous carol. The Deponate, Desiree Thompson. Desiree Thomas, rather, and Sabbath Rizal, the Deponate. Dan Fordyce and Marine Chichester Paul. The Deponate. You all know what it is. The Deponate. Right? Don't come around with funny. Don't come around with funny. Could you imagine? We have an administration that is serving our students in Region 5 expired biscuits? Can you imagine that? We live in a time and age and era where our kids, school children, in this age of opulence and wealth, of riches beyond our wildest imagination, we give them school children in Region 5, Orient, Rishi, we give them the school children in Region 5, Rishi Prasad, we giving them expired biscuits, you know. And some of the folks there who are in charge of this program send us some photographs. Some of the biscuits that shared out just today, June 4th, is the expiry date. Another batch, May, is the expiry date. Expired biscuit, signs of the time, Siobhan Fraser, John Joe, Jan Fordyce, Marlon Thomas, Derek McCalman, signs of the times, Heather Rowe in Liverpool, signs of the times. Oren Barker, Mala Pandey, could you imagine that? Could you imagine that? They're giving me children expired biscuits. Father have his mercies. Father have his mercies. Father have his mercy. Let me know a little bit with this shedding oil here. Good Heineken. That's what happened with me children. Barbara Waldron, Nadia, Kim, and Cecily rather, Deborah and Stacey Ann. Giving our kids expired biscuits. Shame on this administration. Shame on this government for treating our young people, our children in this manner. You all need expired biscuits if you all want to. Dequan Daniels, don't let it come wrong. You follow with expired biscuits. No, your children, Veronica Primorales, Yvonne Daly. We got to do better than this, guys. We got to do better than this. As a country, what are we coming to? What are we becoming when we give them with kids expired biscuit? Oh my Lord. Shame on them. Shame. Pace and power. Boots on the ground. Shame on them. Giving our kids expired biscuit. Pretty name calling tonight. Your name calling tonight. You know, some of them name. Stinker Road. Moving on in fight, Calgary. How it going? How it going by UN? Seafarer's Pride. Hubbard Harry. How it going by UN? Samuel Jilks and Merle and Spurley, Alicia Molilal. How it going, Kieran Daly and Don Johnson? We show you guys how a lot of things start, but we don't often show you how it going. Look at this issue here. Look at this one. This one we've dealt with before. It is one we have dealt with before. Guys, now this one is going sugar dead. What more you want to know? What more you want to see? Sugar is dead. Dead as a doornail. Now, Gaisuko tells us today that in their first crop for 2022, they have fallen below target. For the first crop, well, if the first crop going like that, can you imagine how the second crop going to go? Can you only imagine how the second crop is going to go? The first crop has fallen woefully short. Look at some of the information we got tonight. Remember that boys promised they're going to make sure we great again? Devon Zefaria, Marlon Thomas, Veronica Morales, and Bevney, Glenford Gordon, Devon Fanfare, Hilbert Harry. They promise they can make sure we great again. Melissa Kelman, share the damn live stream, guys. They promise they can make sure we great again. Look how Sugar doing. So for Iflat, y'all remember, even when the University of Iflat, the Iflat Sugar Estate, the target was 4,295 metric tons. They only produced 66 tons. Wow. Wow. Yep. Iflat in right now. They promised us 4,295 tons. 4,295 metric tons. They're only able to produce 66 tons. Albion, folks. Albion, they promised us 9,078 metric tons. They're only able to do 7,488. Overall, sugar locally, they promised us 20,000 metric tons of sugar. 20,261 metric tons of sugar to be exact. They only produce 13,076. Look how they're making sugar great again. Look how they are making sugar great again, Mortimer Timothy Runnels. And they tell us, for instance, the Demerara Sugar Estates ain't coming back. Right? The Blairmont Sugar Estate not coming back. Yep. Sugar dead. That's what we want you to know. Sugar dead. Them boys promise throughout the elections. They say, y'all, Glenford, Volmay, Durrett, Mortimer, Sheila Boychel, they say, y'all, we can show y'all we can make sugar great again. Joy Ellis and Janice Booker, Dan Graves, Andy Marine, Chichester, they said we can show y'all we can make sugar great again. Well, we're still waiting. Should we hold our breath any longer? Huh? We get a little pink now, we get a little mauve, we get a little pale. Should we hold our breath? Sugar ain't coming back again. Those are the figures. One they promised, one they delivered. TP called PPP. Young Benjamin, good night to you too. They promise one thing, deliver something else. Yeah? We can make sugar great again. How that going for we? We can raise the public servant salary by 50%. How is that going for us? Oh, we can make blackout things in the past. How is that going for us? All will share equally in the oil wealth and bounty. How is that going for us? Huh? It's like a pink slip that we still holding. It's a pink slip. Mortimer Timothy, Maureen Chichester, Maria Niles, David Rose. There's a pink slip. A comfortable fool we still holding. And that's what's happening on that front. And while we at IFROT, folks, we beg. That's what the people at IFROT telling them. We beg Jack Leo, Papa Jagabat, Glycis Mingleburn, Buntu King. We beg, but we strip it. That's what the junior staff at IFROT telling them, boys. We beg, man. We beg. But we ain't stupid. That's what they're telling them. We beg. But definitely, folks, we ain't stupid. We ain't paggly. Because they promised them, along with all the staff there, they promised them $200,000 for the woes to help out. Because they've fallen in hard times. They promised them $200,000, but they only give them $150,000. And the IFROT junior staff just today telling us, we beg Mr. Duncan, but we ain't stupid, we want money. Now they're telling us, how is the top management tell Papa Jagabat only give them $150,000 because they don't work hard enough. That's what we hear. We talking the things how we hear it. Top management tell Papa Jagger don't give them full money like them because they don't work hard enough. But the junior staff saying we want $50,000. We beg. And Beverly, but we ain't stupid. Mavis Henry, we beg. People said they've really fallen on hard times there. And the needless little money that was promised to them. Another promise. Another failed promise of the people. Yet again, there's Albert, Andrew Griffith, Hazel, yet again, another failed promise. Who's sharing the damn life? Is Candy going to share it for us? It's Colleen, it's Joyce, it's Maria, it's Clive, it's Valmy, it's Latoya. Who going to share the life for we? We beg. That's what we tell you. We beg. We ain't stupid. Huh? The people want the money. Pay the people. Make a promise. Keep it. Nice time for some people. You know, y'all able to. Sharon Castillo. Y'all know y'all able. Junan Williams. Y'all know y'all able. David Wood. Karen Hamer. You know you're able. Dorrit. Marion Thomas. Brenda Braffett. Barbara Barrington. John Miller, we big, but we ain't stupid. Some people it's nice time though. Right? It's real nice time for some people. While the rest of we barely hanging on by a thread, barely making it. It's nice time for some people. Savage Rizal, it's nice time for you. Ivan Lamy, what about you? It's nice time. Marilyn, Stanborn, it's nice time for you. Someone will catch you with tail, as the trainees say. Basil, is it good times for you? Is it nice times? Siobhan Fraser? No, for some people though, it's nice time. 4 GRA staff, we've been told. 3 GRA staff and 1 police constable. They've been charged with a driver's license fraud issue. Instead of giving out the license, who got money to bargain? Ivan Lamy license. Patricia Kesu license, and Beverly license, Baltimore Timothy Browners license, and Beverly Kim Dickinson license, Chinsing Henry, Glenford Garden. Who got money get bargain? So them boys gone down. Charge 3 GRA staff in this driver's license fiasco and 1 police constable. And we hear them boys widening the net, trying to arrest this racket here. Happening at GRA. Rosamond David, nice time for them boys. Things tight for some people. And in the tightness of the times, people getting innovative. You know, they say it's strict to the government, wise in the population. Yep. Them boys say money got to make. Money got to make. Nice time. That's what them boys telling me. Nice money got to make. So them boys selling license like that. Colleen, Salmon, you want license? You just got to get the right hook up. Audrey Bob, what about you? License for sale. Just got to get the hook up. Mavis Davis, well, who's sharing the live? Who's sharing the live? You know, you just got to get the right hook up. Just got to know the right person. You guys got the right links, folks. It's not who you know. It's who know you. Nice time. Petula Boys, bargain time. Buntu King, nice time. It's Papa Jagabat, the tech trading after. But you know we always say, guys, if you can't do the time, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. If you just can't do the time, do not do the crime. Stacey and Stowe, we see you there. Carol Jacobs, we see you there. David Wood, we see you there as well. Samoa Williams, we see you there as well. Asquith, how about you? Deborah Clark, we see you, folks. We see you, boo. Who's sharing the live for us this evening, guys? Don't be complacent. Them boys come out. Money got a pop. 100 shop. Them done stuck out. You know something? You right past me though. I hear the women on social media with this next story. They were livid. I heard that Hazel Chase was livid. Roxanne Odessa. I heard Roxanne perform on social media with this next story. I heard GT Rule Girl wasn't having it. Siobhan Fraser wasn't having it. I heard this story instead of fighting these folks. This next one here on social media, Carol Williams wasn't having it. She wonder who is this at the downstock here. Popping the Molly. Molly gonna pop. 100 shop. Protocol. Then downstock out. I said, pay madness they're doing, you know. They're going wild. Roger, is it Bouye? Roger Bouye. Kim Dickinson. I heard Kim wasn't having it on social media. I see some of Kim comments. I hear Monica Scott was not having it. Lester Williams and especially Pamela Dover was not having it. This is when you flip your hair to now. When you see these and you flip your hair. What the jail is this now? Them done stuck outside. Popping too much money. Folks, this is story we have. You know, Marlon Campbell, Kevin Williams and Trevon Williams. They were remanded for stealing braids and weaves. How dare them? How dare them? They want to fetch away over $5 million worth in weaves. How dare them? These damn thugs. $5 million in weaves. Now when Nicky and his turn up by the place high up Regent Street, so when Dan Joe go on the corner by the side shop, Melissa McLennan turn up for she thing, Brazilian brand and so on. Right? The fusing, the stitching, the pacing, hello, meet down by the corner. That place, man, the great building up Robb Regent Street there. 5 million gone. Them gonna look nice this weekend. You know, some people making look like it's devil send some people. The devil, like he sent Marlon Campbell, Kieran Williams, and Trevor Daly, 5 whole million in brave and weed. This is spawn from the pit of hell. That's what I want y'all know. I hear them people having it. I hear Barbara Ralph throw down on Facebook and say, are you want to look bad this weekend? We are come out from who's your mother? And then Dan Miller turn around and tell him about the parentage. And Beverly wasn't having it. She say, you have scamps, trench capot, jagabats, tadpoles, and cricketers, scarecrows, carrion crows, and jumbie birds, Charmin Morris. They weren't easy. They weren't easy. Whole 5 million in weaves and braids they're trying to fetch out. Folks are different to the end. This is the end of the days. When you even 5 million in braids and weaves, it's in time sentence. Found come for your world. Come for your world. Come for Ivex. Ivex bad. Right? You don't do anything else you want to do. Pop your molly, you know, sugar down, whatever you want to do. Don't touch the weaves and the braids because you're going to vex the sisters like Pamela Dover, Simone Semple, Jenny's Booker. And if you have vex Paulette Niles, turn up a she weave and she get it, I vex with y'all. I can fight y'all. That's why I would fight y'all. I want y'all know that I fight y'all. There goes the bell. I fight y'all. Pace and power, folks. Moving on the fight can be big. Don't start. Money got to pop the sugar down. Under normal circumstances, they won't take $5 million and braids you out your mind. You want women kill you in this country? $5 million in braids? Y'all better stop popping the money. Moving on in fight card. Pace and power. I want to tell y'all, don't come wrong. Aubrey funny. Don't come wrong, Aubrey funny. Right? So catfish fighting for shake Aubrey hand. Now like policemen following Aubrey Norton. You know, watching his hand. I'm not saying around with y'all. Pace and power because Aubrey Norton confronted them. Don't come wrong, you leave the opposition funny. Who the hell is y'all? Right? The opposition leader, being a sharp fellow that he is, realized today that he was being traced. Right? They said he was out at the house of Quindon Bacchus, paying his respects to the family there. When he found that policemen were tracing him. I think they mistook him for Rickford Burke, and they were tracing him. Right? They were tracing him. But we're not having it. Signs of the times, folks. That's what we tell you all. Signs of the times. Mr. Norton confronted them. Same week confronted Catfish and Papa Jagabat recently. He confronted them. He said, y'all don't come around me funny. I pelt a belly in your chest. That's what the man said. You can doubt me now? He said, pelt this belly in your chest. Don't come around me funny. You got all the right to do it. All right, take a listen. Take a look.
Do you have the right to just drive behind me? Well, whoever gives me instructions, let me know. I call them and tell them it's illegal for you to be driving behind us. You commit no crime. I would compare for you to be driving behind people who commit no crime. So if you're instructed to kill a man who do nothing, you'll do it. You'll kill him?
That is exactly
no, but you know, the reality is you are violating my right. And you don't have the right to violate it because somebody tell you what the right behind you. I'm a Ghanese. I've committed no offense. I don't have a criminal history. So I hope you are cut out riding behind me.
Don't drive behind me. They're very upset about it. Don't drive behind me. And don't let people.
That's how that went down. Why these guys following the lead of the opposition? Stop it! You heard them say the following orders. Clifton Hickens, make it right. Make it right, Clifton Hickens. Make it right. You know they're following you, they're tapping your phone too. And why you know that? If they're following you so brazenly, your phone tap. I want us to know that Rickford, your phone tap. Rickford will wrap and come in a second. But when we stop a little bit tonight, it's in the call for justice. Justice for Quindon Bacchus, who was shot recently by police 6 times, we told. Shot 6 times. Yep, believe it or not, shot 6 times. What is country coming to? We're coming to. Toe or toe. You take your pick. What are we coming to, people? Once in his back, they're telling us, once in his chest, 5 times to his back. That's the information we have at hand. Right? Once to his chest and 5 times to his back. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? And here is how some of that went down, folks. Here's how some of that went down. Yep. That is how that went down, folks. That is how some of that went down, and we're saving one for posterity. Please forgive us. That is how some of that went down. There we go. And we're following this. We're being told, folks, that this matter is now going to the Police Complaints Authority. It is going to the Police Complaints Authority for further investigation. Believe it or not, that's where it's going, to the Police Complaint Authority. When is country coming to, man? It's where we there. It's where we living. Yeah? Where are we and where are we living? You all see the foolishness here? We seen the madness? What happening, folks? Madness. Saving that one. Yep. Pull out away now. The guys always want us to take what? Madness happening on all fronts. And while that is being said, there was protest today, in Haslington. The folks calling for justice for Quindon Bacchus. Calling for justice for Quindon Bacchus. Justice, that's what they said they want. And not only was it in Haslington, it was also Presence. Protests. Again, calling for justice for Quindon Bacchus. Folks, I'm privileged tonight to have with me, joining me live, the one and only Mr. Rickford Burke out of CGDID, the Caribbean Guyana Institute for Democracy out of New York. Rickford, again, welcome. Always a privilege to have you. I'll give you a second to center up. Come up to the level or come down. If you can pull down the camera a little bit, I would love to see a little higher.
The camera.
All right. I'm gonna try to help. Right? Rickford, what's happening here? What's happening? Explain, make sense of this for us, Rickford.
Well, sure. Thank you for having me. Good night to you. Listen, the police committed a murder. That's it, plain and simple. There's nothing else to add to that. The police committed a plain and simple murder. The police officer, Christophe Dinabraga, we released his name today, this photograph. He should be arrested and charged for murder. This nonsense about the matter going to Police Complaints Authority is just that, absolute nonsense. It's just another way to cover up this murder. You had the killing of Mr. Boston in Essequibo, you had the killing of Kevin Andrews in Grove, and now you have the killing of Quindon Bacchus in Haslington. It's completely unacceptable. And Sherrod, what the government is doing by covering up all these murders and refusing to ensure justice is pushing the people to start committing violence against the police. I'm not advocating that, but I'm saying in societies where justice is denied, the people take justice into their own hands. And Sherrod, I would not be surprised to see again if Diana returns to the situation where people are killing police officers. I mean, we're already seeing police officers being attacked left, right, and center all over the country. That's because people have no respect for the police force. One of the main reasons people have no respect for the police force is that the government installed an alleged killer as the police commissioner. The gentleman who was responsible for the scene at Linden where these 3 protesters were murdered by police officers, has been promoted for allegedly slaughtering these people. And I don't care what he has to say about me. I am saying what the fact is. He was in charge of the killing, the squad that killed those people. And he has been rewarded by being made police commissioner. And now we have a situation where the police is killing people. Sharon, tonight I want to call for a commission of inquiry into the Guyana Police Force. The Guyana Police Force consistently lies whenever there's a police involved killing. In the instance of Mr. Boston, they issued a statement lying, saying Mr. Boston was involved in a confrontation with the police when he was shot. In the instance of the killing of Kevin Andrews at Grove, they said that he was firing at the police. No gun was ever found. Now again here, the police issued 3 versions. First, they said that he was spotted with a gun by police officers on patrol or something to that effect, and they pursued him, he fired at them, they returned fire and killed him, shot and killed him. Then within 4 hours of that, they issued another statement saying he was the subject of an intelligence operation and he attempted to sell an illegal gun to an undercover officer, which is a special branch officer. That officer is a disgrace to the special branch. My father was a senior special branch officer, and we grew up knowing special branch to be a unit of integrity. Now, then the police commissioner all of a sudden showed up today and apologized, pretended to apologize. So that's the third version. They're now apologizing. And instead of arresting this man and charge him for murder, the government is now encouraging violence against Black people by the police by sending this matter to the Police Complaints Authority. The Police Complaints Authority in Ghana is a joke. It's a waste of time. And I'm asking the citizens and the relatives of Mr. Bacchus to reject that. Everybody should demand that this officer be charged with murder. The evidence, including that videotape showing him pursuing the man and shooting him from the back, should be placed before a court, before a judge and jury, and let them make the decision. Not the government sit down and arbitrarily determine who's going to get justice by throwing this case to an office that is obsolete and totally incompetent and doesn't function, called the Police Complaints Authority. This government doesn't have respect for Black people. Every time the police kills a young Black person, there's no justice. Under Jagdev's presidency, they've murdered over 1,400 people. They set up their death squads, PPP death squads, led by Roger Khan, to kill Black people. Nothing happened. The Leland protesters were murdered under the command of Clifford Hickens. Nothing happened. They lied and presented some jumble story about they don't know who gunfired what, and they didn't do an inventory of who had what weapon. Absolute nonsense. And now you have a video showing the police chasing this man down and murdering him in cold blood, and the police issues a very mendacious statement, lying, saying the man was a target of an intelligence operation. Then he was not. He was seen with a gun and he was pursued. No, it was not. No, we're sorry. We're sorry. What is the real story? There needs to be a commission of inquiry into the Guyana Police Force. The reputation of the Guyana Police Force is in tatters. Nobody in Guyana should respect or believe anything the police force says, especially under Clifton Hickens.
Yep. Interesting events. We've had at least 4 other police shootings unexplainable in this matter. You know, we haven't solved the issue of Orange Boston as yet. And some others, you know, so it seems as though it is a rogue police force. We have here, if police can go after a man and shoot him in this most heinous and despicable manner, and the same day people are protesting, you got police following the leader of the opposition, you know, unauthorized, well, according to them, on orders. What is country coming to, Rickford? What are we coming to?
Well, first on the Orange Boston murder, the fact that they got away with that, well, I see the officer was charged and placed before the court, and that only came because of pressure. And the same level of pressure must be applied with regard to this. The government is encouraging the police officers to kill Black people. There's no question about it. And when you talk about this, they say that you're racist. Well, I don't give a damn. The government is encouraged. They like to see these things happen because to them, it intimidates the population from expressing displeasure and protesting against the government. They like that. They encourage that. They incentivize it by ensuring that there's no justice for these police officers. In fact, I think they secretly reward these police officers. And with regard to the police officers following the opposition leader, I think it's absurd. It's a breach of international law. It's a breach of national law. And in some countries, those police officers would not have gone back with any bicycles, motorcycles. They would have gone back with probably moto in hand, right? People would have catch them and taken off the wheels and so on. We need to start seeing that kind of action in Guyana. People must not be intimidated by the police force. I'm not encouraging violence against anybody, but I'm saying they must find ways to stop this nonsense, put this government in check. This PVP government is out of control. They don't have respect for the opposition, and they don't have respect for the citizens. And the citizens and the opposition should not have respect for anybody in the government too. And they should not respect police officers if they're killing people and getting away with it.
Yeah. You know, Rickford, you're talking here about what should be done in terms of the thorough investigation that should be had, the policeman being charged and all of that. Expand on that for us, of some of what CGI did. I know you put out a lengthy press statement on this matter. Tell us about some of the demands that you're making.
Well, we have said that this matter should not be investigated by the Guyana Police Force. The matter should be investigated by an international law enforcement body such as Scotland Yard or the FBI. The government is vehemently opposed to the FBI or Scotland Yard investigating any matter in Guyana because they're scared that they might uncover something that implicates people in the government. And we don't care about that. The civil society, the religious society, one of the most despicable failures in Guyana is the failure of the religious community. Supposedly, the society that should ensure the country upholds some value of morality, right? They themselves are not upholding any value of morality. And I'm beginning to think whether or not the society should respect these religious leaders. Should their members respect them? Should they allow these religious leaders, these heads of religious organization, to go and preach to them every Sunday and Saturday when they have no morality themselves? They're sitting in a country allowing brutality, police brutality, allowing injustice, allowing people to be murdered, allowing political assassinations, as was the case under the PPP, and they're saying nothing. These people can't teach me anything about God and religion and values. I wonder if they really think that they're going to heaven or going to hell. They are sitting in a country where they're encouraging it. They're complicit through their silence with the lawlessness. And people should not respect them either. I think it's time we start turning it up on everybody in Guyana. Religious leaders, civil society, political opposition. How do you respect your part of the political opposition? Turn it up on everybody. Turn it up.
I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. You need to turn it up.
Become ruthless. We cannot continue to have Guyana as a society where the government is sitting on all of this oil money and using it to persecute, murder, and harass and victimize one section of the population. It's a recipe for social chaos.
Correct. Rickford, the folks at Haslington today, were really and truly voicing their concerns. I think we have a piece of video footage that is about ready. I wanted you to take a look at that and then, talk to us about this, because I'm certain you have your own impressions of what should be happening, as you have been articulating here so elegantly. Here are some of the folks at Haslington and the East Coast just today.
You see the distance where they're running from? he get a son and his wife just come home from Barbados. And they will save his life like murder you. Hey, murder you. Tell everyone if I kill so. They will run you all the way here, murder you. Wrong thing they do, murder you. When civilian go to the police, it's to comply. The police gotta take their statements and do whatsoever it's supposed to be. You understand? What things about them could have do better than that. Out of the car, showing them hiding out like they would come and kill this man. Where's go?
Do you believe his murder was planned?
The murder was planned. His murder was planned and everything. Because they had police officer in the car waiting. As soon as the guys go up to the car, they start shooting, police jump out when the car start shooting. He run from Kilwang South by the supermarket and come Kilwang this side. And the guys Kilwang there and shooting. And the next one turn and say empty the clip on him.
What we want? What we want? We want justice! We want justice! We want justice! We want justice! What we want? Justice! What we want? Justice! What we want? Justice! What we want? Justice! We want justice! We want justice! Who the kill? Wait, man! 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 We want justice! We want justice! We want justice! What we want? Justice! What we want? Justice! We want justice! We want justice! Oh, justice! Law peace! Oh, justice! Law peace! Oh, justice! Law peace! Oh, justice! Law peace! We want justice! We want justice!
Yep. Rickford, are the people right there?
To you, wherever you're joining.
Are the people right there, Rickford?
Well, sure.
Bacchus, Haslington on the East Coast and Pleasance on the East Coast as well.
It's good to see people coming out, but I'm not satisfied with that. This is a life, and this is something that will continue to happen. Who knows? Maybe the next victim is going to be somebody in that same crowd. Thousands of people should be out on the East Coast Highway, marching to Georgetown, shutting down commerce in the country. That is the only way you can get action. And I am not, let me be very clear, I'm not encouraging any, because I know what they're going to say. I'm calling people to be violent. Every time black people call people to stand up for their rights, they attribute to violence. We're not saying that. We're saying that you have a constitutional right to protest against your government. You have a constitutional right to protest against police brutality. And you must register your dissatisfaction and your contempt of police brutality by shutting down commerce in the country. That is what's going to get the attention. The government is only concerned about their senior supporters making money. They don't care about black people who get killed. They don't care about those protesters. So long as you start affecting PPP supporters' ability to get money, they're going to start calling on Barajabin or Finale to take action. That's what has to happen. Thousands of people have to pour out into the streets and protest these murders. We can't do this thing as a vocation where somebody gets killed or there's some injustice and we just run out and protest for 2 morning and we run back home and the PPP just send the soldiers and the police to shoot us down or intimidate us and we stop. That's not a struggle. That's a show. That's a spectacle. What we need is a sustained struggle to send a message to the government, to the private sector, to international investors, that the people have the power in the country. Not no Barjagdeo and Orphanati. The people have the power. And the people, until the people of Guyana start to demonstrate people power, black young men will continue to die. Only East Indian contractors who are supporters of PP will continue to get contract. We will not have equitable governance in the country. I'm sorry, the lights went up. We have to have a struggle, a genuine struggle, so as to demonstrate contempt for the injustice, contempt for the lack of equality. We have to have a sustained struggle. We can't just do it by coming out and demonstrating 2 days or being scared of police and Clifford Hickin or whatever it is. No, this must be a struggle. And it's okay. There are people going to say, well, Rickford, you sit down in New York. Well, I went through the streets when I was in Guyana and protested. I went back to Guyana in 97 and protested the illegal installation of Janet Jagan, and the courts ended up throwing out those elections. It has to be a struggle. You can't wait on President Biden and the Democrats and whoever it is and one of Aubrey North is doing and what the people have the power. The people have the power. And the people should come out and demonstrate power of the people.
Rickford, you're not in the day-to-day melee of this country, and looking in from where you are, what do you think is at play here? When you think about the PPP and their shenanigans, their dealings, what is at play here as that eye from the outside who might not be caught up in the day-to-day minutia as we are? What do you think is happening? The broad picture. What are these guys doing here?
Well, I think the PUP is trying to create an ethnocracy where they're governing the country for the benefit only of their ethnic supporters. I think if possible, they try to establish a one-party state. That's why they're doing all of these things, trying to run over the opposition, intimidate the opposition leader, or whatever. I would intimidate them back. I would send people to follow that, right? I mean, so, but to answer your question, I see the PUP as trying to completely shut out the Afro-Guyanese and Amerindian community from the development of the country, and they're trying to shut them out from economic survival. They're trying to kill Black businesses. They're only giving contracts to East Indians. I think what they're doing is transferring the wealth of the country to their ethnic supporters. And they want to make sure that Afro-Guyanese are disempowered in Guyana, economically and politically. And that's what they're doing. Looking on from outside, I'm shocked at the poor performance of the political opposition. I'm pretty sure there's an explanation for it, but I think the political opposition is letting down its constituents, and they have to become more confrontational. They have to stop cooperating with the government. They have to rock the boat in parliament. They have to shake things up, represent the people, because that's what the PP did when they're in opposition. Bar Jagdeo told people to chase out people, attack the president, whatever it is. We're not preaching that, but we're saying the opposition must be effective. The opposition must, the purpose of an opposition is to destabilize the government. And the fact that we have a government that is discriminating against Afro-Guyanese, a government that is disempowering Afro-Guyanese and East Indians and Amerindians that don't support them, a government that is shutting those categories of the population out from the economic well-being of the country. The opposition should be doing everything to undermine, tear down, and destabilize the government. That's the purpose of an opposition, especially when you have a government that is an apartheid government, and that is governing the country only for the strict benefits of their own supporters, their own ethnic supporters. We shouldn't allow that government to function. The world right now is completely against racism, and that's what the PPP is preaching.
Great, Rickford. Rickford, I want to thank you for coming by this evening and for really adding context to this issue, because you see the events happening on the national scale on a day-to-day basis, but people don't always connect the dots as to what is really at stake in all of this. You know, lots of it is not chance. You know, lots of it is not chance. And we're really grateful for your time here this evening, Rickford.
All right, thank you. Thanks for having me. Have a good night, everybody.
Great, great. Folks, Rickford Burke out of the Caribbean Guyana Institute for Democracy there in New York. And we're so grateful again for Rickford's time. We told you, folks, earlier on about pace and power and about this particular issue. We wanted to shed some light on respect and manners, folks. You know, you might ask, can any good thing come out of Stanleyton, New Amsterdam? You know, wherever you're viewing us from around the world, every Guyanese has such an opportunity this evening to feel proud, as we always do when we see Guyanese excelling at home and abroad. And this is how we wanted to start the program this evening, by saying respect and manners to who? Respect and manners, ladies and gentlemen, to a man who has just become Brigadier General. His name is Leland Shepherd, and he has assumed command of the 6th Land Component Commander. Right? He's the 6th Land Component Commander in Arkansas's Army National Guard in the U.S. He's the first black man to hold this significant post of being elevated to Brigadier General. And again, he's assumed command. He's the 6th Land Component Commander of the Arkansas Army's National Guard in the United States. And folks, this guy came from where? Stanley Chung, New Amsterdam. Born in Stanley Chung, New Amsterdam. Migrated to the States many years ago. And he has now assumed the commanding heights in the United States Army. And I want to show you a story picking up from one of the affiliate news programs where this young man hails from. Again, folks, we can't help but saying, respect and manners. Respect and manners. Take a look. Take a listen.
One man born in Guyana, South America, will now serve as the first black officer to command the Arkansas Army National Guard. THV 11's Jay Jackson shares tonight how being the first can leave a lasting impact.
A cannon salute pierces the air at the Camp Robinson Maneuver Training Center, a display of military honor, all for Colonel Leland Tony Shepherd, who's being promoted to the rank of Brigadier General. Shepherd is the first black officer to command the Arkansas Army National Guard.
We've chosen African Americans and minorities to lead at various levels of our organization.
Everyone's happy about the momentous occasion, but none more than 3 important people sitting on the front row.
His children, daughter Logan, and sons Ryan and Lucas.
Proud because he's turning into the highest rank.
9-year-old Logan participates in the presentation of the General Officer Belt, signifying that Shepherd could now wear with his uniform.
I gave him the belt. I gave him Josh.
5-year-old Lucas, along with his mom, pinned Shepherd for the ceremony.
And I presented this weapon.
In a presentation of the General Officer pistol, his son, 2nd Lieutenant Ryan Shepherd, smiles and laughs with his father before saluting him.
Ever since I moved to Arkansas, I joined the Arkansas National Guard. I'm really proud of my dad. He set a good example for all of us to follow.
Shepherd knows being the first comes with a lot of responsibility.
For my kids and all the other kids, not just mine, that can look up at that podium and be inspired by someone that looks like them, I'm serving as an inspiration.
Commanding the Arkansas Army National Guard is a big role to fill, but only comes second in being a father to his kids, who look at him as
a very good dad. Super dad.
In North Little Rock, Jay Jackson, THV 11 News.
The Brigadier General says he hopes future generations can follow in his footsteps.
Yep, folks, there it is. Brigadier General again. Brigadier General Leland Shepherd, hailing from Stanley Tongue, New Amsterdam. He is the 6th Land Component Commander of the Arkansas Army National Guard. Respect and manners. Folks, 4,500 plus of you are watching us from around the world. Share the damn live stream. Respect and manners. Can anything good come from Stanley Tongue, New Amsterdam? Yes. Brigadier General Leland Shepherd, among many who has just assumed command, 6th Land Component Commander of the Arkansas Army National Guard, folks. That's our time this evening, folks, and that's our program. Pace and power. Share the damn life at Smash 90 button. Everyone up there. That's somebody you want to share. That's our program, guys, and that's our time. We are so grateful for all of you guys who are here with us. Jackie Cameron and Linda McCalmont, Pace and Power, LaToya Spencer, Zola Cameron, Maureen Chichester Paul, Beverly Romaine, Philippa Pearson, Pauline Ward, I see Kim Walker, Ascot Short is here, and Beverly is here as well. Tracy Catherine, Braffett Hyman is here, Pamela Dover, folks. Pace and power. What an inspiring story, guys. Brigadier General Glycis Mingo Byrne, Odwin Lake, Dorchester, Asquith Shores, Don Jones here as well. Mortimer Timothy Rollins, folks. Share the live, smash the emoji button, and partner with us, folks. Things tight. And we need your help. We need your help. We need it. We are falling way behind. And we need your help, folks. Wherever you're joining us from, we got Cash App, PayPal, Zelle, MMG. We're available via MoneyGram, via Western Union as well. So we can keep the lights on and keep the doors open, guys. Pace and power. Share the live. Partner with us. Smash the emoji button as well. 3 things. Share the live. Smash the emoji button. Partner with us. We got Zelle, PayPal, Cash App, MMG. We're available via MoneyGram, Western Union as well. You want to make contact with us on any one of those fronts? 627-6963. That is our MMG number, and it's our WhatsApp number as well. 627-6963. Thanks for joining us, folks. It's been our privilege. Again, I'm feeling way under the weather, but we got to keep on fighting, folks. We out here. Apologies. We started late this evening, but we hope we made up for it. That's our time. Right back here tomorrow morning at 8. FYI, at 12, we below the belt, and then at 8 in the evening. We're right back here punching it out, folks. In the ring, pace and power. Stay safe. Stay safe, guys.